what's up, you guys? I am so sorry for the delayed posts. I've been really busy, like really busy. In light of Valentine's Day, didn't really mean to wear red, can't lie. I thought it would be good to look at love, but not just any love, self love. Wow, it's really bright over here. It is just as important to love ourselves as well as others. And there's this notion of perfectionism which a lot of us try to uphold and maintain, and that is one of the things that makes us doubt ourselves, hate ourselves, and wonder why we aren't good enough. We have to let go of that idea of being perfect and understanding that we're not going to do everything perfectly every single time. We will make mistakes because we're people, we're humans, but that is where we learn and that's how we grow. People who have self-love are those who know and understand what they think, what they feel, and what they want. And I think it's very important for us to know that. If we don't, how can we truly find and seek our happiness? There are some health risks that are associated with the lack of self-love. So find the good things in ourselves rather than focusing all the time on the negative. Learn to have some self-compassion. Just like we'd have compassion for our friends, and just like how we would always defend our friends, we need to treat ourselves as a friend and defend ourselves from ourselves, if that makes sense. And self-love also helps people recover a lot from trauma. It helps them recover from broken romantic relationships. It allows the recovery process to be far quicker. Self-compassion and self-love go hand in hand, because self-compassion allows us to administer self-kindness. We have to be kind to ourselves. How can we truly be kind to others if we're not kind to ourselves first? Allow yourself to be that person who can affect the world in a positive way by first treating yourself right. We also need to acknowledge and recognize our place in society. Everyone is different and everyone is unique. No one is better than anyone else. You're not better than me, I'm not better than you. We all have our different journeys in life. We also need to be more mindful. Being more mindful means acknowledging that, yes, while you do have bad thoughts sometimes, and while you do feel sad sometimes, that emotion isn't you. Just because I feel anxious or sad about something doesn't mean that that is my character. That is all that I amount to. You're so much more. It's okay to feel sad, but to allow that sadness to consume you to the point where you start to ill-treat yourself, that is where problems really lie, I guess. I have a 5-step plan to administering more self-love. Why do I have a pen? Step number 1 is gratitude. It is so important to know what we're grateful for and to be grateful. So just a simple thing of waking up each day and listing 5 things that you're grateful for. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful that I have a family who loves me. I'm grateful that I'm able to breathe and live a healthy life. You know, you just list things that you're grateful for each day. It will allow you to see what is good. And when you focus on the good, the energy that you focus on is the energy that you're going to emit. When you focus on the good things that you're grateful for, you realize things are worse elsewhere. I should appreciate myself for what I'm able to accomplish, what I have now, and those happy thoughts will be the pushing force that allows you to show more self-love to yourself. Which brings me to point number 2. So point number 2 is just reframing your thoughts. So it goes hand in hand with the gratitude. If you focus on the positive things are going to affect your life in more positive ways. It's just a knock-on effect. When you focus on the negative, oh, my head is such a weird shape. Oh my gosh, I hate my head shape. Oh my gosh, why is my head so squashed and oh, you forget that actually I have great eyes. People love when I smile because my eyes sparkle. For example, I don't know, if you reframe the way you think, you'll begin to realize that the positive far outweighs the negative. And instead of focusing on the negative and emitting such negative energy for others and for yourself, it allows you to show yourself more self-love as well. Number 3, stop, please stop comparing yourself to others. Just because Christy is really pretty doesn't mean you're not pretty too. Chrissy, who is, I just changed her name. Christy, who is so beautiful, is still not as beautiful just because she's beautiful doesn't mean everyone is gonna find her beautiful. Everybody is beautiful and perfect in their own right. Just because somebody else is doing one thing or is a certain way doesn't mean you have to be that way, and it doesn't mean you're not that way. There's so many beautiful men and women on this planet. There's so many talented men and women on this planet, and you, yes, you are one of them. Please believe when I tell you, somebody out there is going to appreciate the quirk and the fun and whatever it is you can give. Appreciate yourself first so that others are able to appreciate you. It's one of those things where having enough confidence in yourself will help people to see you in a different light. If you always talk about yourself in a negative way, then people are only going to see you in a negative way. Friends are going to tell you the opposite because they know you and they know that you're not those negative things that you label yourself as. But strangers who meet you are going to be like, oh yeah, she is a bit ugly, isn't she? Her head is a bit of a weird shape. Oh, she's a bit of a complainer, isn't she? But whatever you focus your energy on is what you become. Stop comparing yourself to others because you're never going to be like those people out there. You're going to be you, and you should be unapologetically so. Make sense? Number 4 is be kind and be compassionate. As I said previously, we're kind and compassionate to other people. And that is an amazing, amazing quality to have. I hope you're all kind and compassionate to other people. But while it's good to be compassionate and to be kind to others, it is equally as important to be compassionate to yourself. Think of a friend that you have and think of how you feel when someone disrespects your friend. Don't you get mad? Don't you get furious and you want to like, who am I fighting today? Who am I fighting? Do that to yourself because you're being rude and mean to yourself. So that same energy you have when someone's disrespecting your friend, you should be your own friend too. You should defend yourself too. That energy, fight yourself off. Fight off your negative thoughts about yourself. As important as your friend is to you, you should be as important to yourself. It is so important to be kind to ourselves. Your lifespan will just naturally be longer. When it is longer, you have more years on this earth to be kind to other people. It has a knock-on effect. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate to yourself, please, because you're all worth something. You're all worth more. My last tip number 5, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Marley, what are you eating? Anyway, let me finish. You have to practice all of these tips. You have to practice administering self-love to yourself. Nothing in life comes easy. Some things for others do because they're talented. Okay, whatever. But for things in life, you don't get better unless you practice, unless you do it again and again and again. One day of telling yourself, yeah, girl, you're worth it. And then the next day you're like, oh, you're so butters though. But you're so ugly. God, why'd you look like that? Oh, why does your voice sound like that? Oh my God, like, why is your flab like hanging over your jeans? Babes, no. It doesn't take a day. It doesn't take 2 days. You got to practice, practice, practice until it becomes second nature. The things you do become your habits. Your habits form your actions and your actions form your character. Remember that. Just like if you want to be good at the piano, you gotta practice every day. You want to be a good writer, you gotta practice every day. You want to be a good engineer, you gotta study and you gotta practice every day. To be able to improve and see an improvement in yourself, you've got to practice being mindful every day. So even if that means doing a 5-minute mindful meditation each day, see how you feel and acknowledge that those feelings are not you. To be kind to yourself, to have positive affirmations and tell yourself you're beautiful, you're strong, you're worth it. You got to practice these things every day. And I hope that these self-love... Marley, I beg. Listen, if you mash up my bedroom, you see, you and me are going to fight today. You stop now, eh? I hope that these tips help, and I hope that you find improvement in yourself and in your overall health, in your overall life, in everything that you do, and hopefully the next video will be a lot quicker in posting. But we will see. Love, peace, and hair grease, my beauties. See you next time.
Read my cards, know my worth, saw the signs, then divert. Off the road, I've been tripping, honey. Ain't nothing sweet though, ain't nothing funny. Even though I'm laughing, always flying high. What you know about my altitude, I go where I want.
Who am I fighting today? Who am I fighting today?